Hey guys,
Hi
we
everyone.
are live now. Saoirse's on her iPad, so I am going to put stuff up on the screen so she can see who's here. So we'll just fly through the hellos quickly. We have what it says 3. I think there's a few more than that, but anyway, I think the numbers haven't updated. Jackie, I'm out shopping, but when I get home, I'll jump on. Sorry to hear that, girl. You both have a great show. We will, girl. I have a link above to a beautiful meditation I did this morning. I highly recommend it, lads. So the link is there. I really like that lady who does the meditation. I can't even think of her first name, but I only found her a couple of weeks ago. But she's really easy to listen to. She's a lovely voice. And this is going to be fab. Have an amazing show, ladies. Woohoo!
Thank you.
Fatima's here.
Thank you,
Hey, Fatima. Oh, Saskia. Oh, hold on now. Slow down, slow down. You're going too fast, lads. Calm down. Jesus. No, I missed it again. Every time I go to click on something, it jumps. Frank is here. Hey, Frank. Frank is in the Netherlands. Hey, Frank. We have Saskia. Hey, Saskia.
Hi.
We have, oh my God, it jumped again. There we go. We have spiritual friends in Kalispera, Saskia. That's hello in Greek. They're all multilingual here.
That's it. I'm loving all the different names and words.
Yeah, it's cool. And countries all over the world. So as you can see, lads, Saoirse's in her own house tonight. So it was only after she went home the last night, we were talking about how she had to set up her own YouTube channel and get doing lives and whatnot, and then went home and dawned on her that she did have her own channel. So we're good to go, but I do have to teach her the ins and outs of YouTube and StreamYard and whatnot. So we'll get to that. Saoirse also has to show me how to use Revolut because, mother of God, I know the very basics, but there's things I need you to show me. But we'll get there. Wow, that's Dutch, Rain. Oh, okay. So Rain is speaking Dutch, is she? Oh, I see. I have no idea how to pronounce that.
Good and magic.
That sounds about right. How do we do, Frank?
So, lads, with the Irish accent.
Yeah. I have Heather constantly saying feckin' Egypts now all the time. She's always giving out about feckin' Egypts.
Oh, yeah. Sure, I told you I was stopped in the post office the other day. They're like, I love your videos and that thick Irish accent. I was like, that's not on purpose. It's just the way I talk. I don't plan on it.
Yeah, people do like our Irish accents. It's all right, especially Cork. People are always talking about how flowy. Yeah. We don't hear it, of course. Yeah,
you don't realize how thick it is. Yeah.
Can I ask one of my lovely mods to put the link to Saoirse's channel in the chat too, please, so that anyone new can click on it and subscribe to her, because we're trying to get her up to her 50 so she can do lives through her own channel. So you know the drill, lads. Harley, hey Harley.
Thank you, everyone.
And there we go. Did I miss something? Who's it? Oh, I thought Miss Tarody was here, Rain. That's awesome. Welcome to the community. Cool. So yeah, Spiritual Rain says the chat's going so fast. I look at one and then it's gone. Miss Tarody says you sound like a little fairy.
Compliment.
She's a legend, in fairness. Look at this. Look, us getting feckin' Egypt here in Walmart.
Yeah. It rolls off the tongue.
Oh, Heather. Rain, I can't find her chat. Oh, Jesus Christ, my heart. Can you take him out? Hello? My dog came in to say hello. Do you want to look? There he is.
Hey.
Now you're going to have to go away now because we've stuff to do and I don't need all these kisses. No, I don't. Mwah. Why not you take him away now again? Good boy. Jesus Christ, I thought she was opening the door to come into her room, and no, she was releasing the beast. Teddy bear. Yeah. So Heather says, Rain, I can't find her channel on my phone. Can you do it? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure Rain will be on that for us if she hasn't already and I might have missed it. So lads, as you can't see, I'm just flying up through the chat to make sure I didn't miss anything or anyone. So, and you would have seen by the title anyway. Make sure. Oh, thanks, Rain. Rain has your channel in the link in the comments
I
now.
was wondering, did I have it private or public? As all these thoughts going through my head.
Oh yeah. No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
no, I think my mum and I was able to share it anyway and subscribe and all those kind of things. So yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I figured it was all right. So what was I going to say? This is the topic for discussion here, guys. As you can see, manifesting 101 with Saoirse. So what we want to do is just kind of discuss a few simple little manifestations that we're not looking into now, lads, winning the lottery or anything mad like that. We are talking about simple little daily things that you can put out to the universe and make happen like that if you really believe and trust in the universe and know that things will happen when they're supposed to happen and that kind of thing. So yeah, Rain just said, I clicked enter too quick, meant to write, this is Saoirse's channel, oh yeah. I have wet nails. Rain is doing her nails and putting links in the chat. What a mod, huh?
Multitasking women.
So all the girls are saying subscribed anyway. So girls and boy, we have one boy here. So do you want to start us off with a few little manifestation stories for us, and then I'll mention a few.
It's little, but it builds up momentum. So I started Tuesday. I've heard about it for so long, and I knew about it for so long, but I was like, feck it, I'm actually feck it. You all Irish. I'm going to try it. The Nicola Tesla's 369 method. So I started doing that on Tuesday. About wealth resources coming to me. So you begin by writing it out 3 times in the morning, an affirmation, same affirmation 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times in the evening. And you can say it or write it or do both. So with me, I was writing it in the morning, afternoon, evening, and saying it again at night. Day 1, I was in another town and I went to a health shop to get new vitamins. And it was in my mind I need new crystal bracelets because mine keep breaking because they work so well. So I had barely any colourful ones left. And as I bought my vitamins, chatting away with the lady. She's one of us, but she tries to keep it quiet, but it's so obvious. So we always get on great chatting. And as I was leaving, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to get the bracelets. And she was like, just put it back down so and go look around. So picked up a lovely bracelet, went to pay for it, and she was, no, that's yours. You can have it as a gift.
Oh, wow. Oh, beautiful.
Lovely crystal bracelet. So I got that the first day.
Jesus.
Then the Monday of last week, I was in work and there was a new lady started, and God love her, problems with her money. She wasn't paid in a few weeks. So turns out she hadn't eaten in 3 days. So I was like, right, so you're coming for lunch with me, because I couldn't, with a calm heart, go for lunch and leave her there.
Yeah.
So I was like, you're coming for lunch with me, and I treated her to lunch. Went back to work. That was fine. What day was it? 3 days later, found €15 in my handbag that she snuck in to return the favor. But like that, totally out of nowhere. Then there was a lady upstairs in work. We have apartments over our workshop, and the lady was just after having a hip replacement. So she phoned down and she was like, I really need a favor. Is there anyone available to run to the shop and just get a few things I need? I can't move after the hip replacement. So I was like, no bother. When one of the girls come in, I'll run to the shop for you. So did that. And she repaid with extra money. So I was like, in 3 days, like they're all little things, but when you add it all up, it's like in 3 days, the universe has I've gotten crystal bracelets, I've gotten money, I've gotten lots of different things in little ways. So it's like the affirmations are working.
I love that.
So that was just this week now. That was amazing.
Yeah.
But
I love that. It's
yeah, but they're so like it is such a powerful tool and so simple. All it does is works on your energy and what like if you say it enough, you do it enough, you're reprogramming different centers in your body because they correspond with your chakra systems as well. So the tree goes with your root chakra, the 369, if you work with frequencies and energy.
oh,
So it's like it works. We know the root chakra is 432 as well, but it corresponds on the lower end of 396. And then the heart chakra is 639 and the crown chakra is 963.
I didn't
So
know any of that. Huh?
yeah, so that's where the science of what Nikola Tesla was working with, the energy and frequency, it all corresponds. So
Oh
if you're
wow.
doing it enough, you're working with your energy centers, you're putting out in your energy field, and you have the frequency out the universe, and the universe replies. It's amazing.
Wow.
So that's only 5 days in to doing that now,
Yeah.
and I've got all those
Yeah.
little bits. And then if you want to add another bit to it, there's these lives as well,
Yeah.
because they weren't
Yeah.
happening last
True.
week.
Yeah. That's true. Jesus. Yeah. I'll just fly up there in a minute. There's a few others after popping in. Yeah. A couple of them are saying they didn't know about those frequencies.
Oh, yeah.
We have. I think I said hi to Harley already, but there's Harley. We have Hershey. I haven't seen Hershey in ages. Hope you're happy. I hope you're well,
Hi.
Hershey. We have Show Woman. Hey.
Hi.
Wait now till I scroll down. Already I said. Rain said, I manifested about 110K's worth of free repairs to my house done in 2021. I set the intention from 2020, thanked Divine daily, and set out to find these programs. So grateful. That is amazing, Rain.
Wow, that is massive. But
Yeah.
that's another thing we say, never put limits on it. It's like it's our
Yeah.
ego and our fear that will
Yeah.
make it small.
Yeah, that's
Anything is
true.
possible.
Yeah. Such kindness. We need more of this in the world. Absolutely, Heather. Yeah. And like that now, like Saoirse said, in the last week, now that I give other examples anyway from previous times, but like in the last week alone, I have had a lot of little things like that as well. Like I went to Tuesday week ago, I went to a woman's house. I clean for her every week. And when I was leaving, she says, will you take that container of eggs, because I know someone had given her too much that she wouldn't use or whatever. So she offered them to me. And I don't say no to any free food that people are offering me because I love food. So I took the eggs. And then Tuesday I went to her house and she had about a dozen big cooking apples. She said, would you use them? I said, absolutely. And then she was telling me how her tree was absolutely laden down with apples. And I said, can I bring my friend out tomorrow? I said, and we'd pick the apples. And she said, yeah, and give them to whoever you want. So my friend Pat took a massive bag, which he gave to about 6 different people. And then he was in turn handed an apple tart the next day by his son's mother-in-law, who had some of the apples. I gave apples to my mother. I had apples for myself, which I stewed and put in the freezer for crumbles and stuff. Then I went to my mother's house. I went to my mother's house. I got fresh tomatoes. I got a block of Parmesan cheese. Then the next day, the Romanian guy who drives the bus downtown, he gave me, I'm not joking you, I'd say I must have got about 200 at least fish off him. So I was trying to give bags of mackerel to everyone.
That's your weekly shop done.
So I have loads of fish in the freezer. I have loads of stewed apple in the freezer. I have fresh tomatoes. I have cheese. I have eggs. I was just loving it this
That is
week.
mad.
And I mean, it's not that I deliberately sat down and went, right, I want to manifest free food this week, but it's just, I'm always thinking about food anyway, so everywhere I go, someone is giving me something. You know what I mean?
It's resources, yeah.
Oh, stuff. I love it. And I mean, it's often, people often give me these things because I've done something for them, So a lot of bartering going on. A lot more people are getting into bartering these days as well, which I
Yeah.
love.
And that was
Heather,
predicted to happen, yeah.
Heather says, I'm getting hungry, ladies. Sorry about that. We get off
No,
the
but
food
like
talk.
that's the universe working with energy exchange, and that's the
Yeah.
balance,
Oh,
and that's what we all
absolutely.
need, and that's where all our energies will correspond then.
I love it.
Amazing.
Rain says, laws of
Yeah.
attraction, Jackie. You gave away so many Bridget's crosses. Actually, yeah, yeah. Things
Yeah.
come back to you.
Yeah.
That's awesome, especially the cheese. Rain knows we love our cheese. We have, what did Harley say? I heard a story from a man. He was going to lose his house, owed the bank a big deal of money. The bank not only forgave the tardiness, somehow the whole loan was washed away. Wow, Jesus, that's incredible. Now, Amanda,
Yeah.
how in the name of Jesus, Amanda, are you awake after doing an 8-hour and 56-minute live last night this morning?
On what? What would you do for
What?
8 hours?
What in the name of God? She was doing readings.
I
Thank you
love it
very
yourself.
much for being here, you mad woman. Who else do we have? We have someone else after coming in. I don't know who this is. Jesus, Jackie, better keep cake for you, man. Oh, where's my? How did I do that? I don't know who this is, but hello. So mods on the ball there, I'd say, please. So another couple of stories. Hey, Rose. Rose is here.
Hi, Rose.
Rose from our class last week.
Oh, yes. I see now.
Hello,
Hi.
Castle Martyr. Yeah, I think so too. Rain, yeah. Thank you very much. So the Japanese do that. They will not let anything new in their homes without giving something away first, and it doesn't matter what they give away.
Yes.
Cool,
That's all with the feng shui as well. Yeah.
cool. Can I ask a question, mods? You're saying you got rid, but it's still visible in my chat. Is that normal? Yeah, I presume it is. I don't know. You'd have more experience than me at getting rid of people. Oh yeah, that's what I think. So a couple of other examples, right, from a few years ago. Like I remember back the first year of lockdown, my boss, herself and her husband split up around the first year of lockdown. But when he was there in the business with us, one day he asked myself and my husband. He knew we loved putting together like flat pack furniture and stuff like that, right? So he had gotten these hard plastic storage boxes out the back of the trailer at work, and he asked myself and my husband, would we make them, put them together for him? So we went down one evening when the place was closed, and we put the three of them together anyway, and we flew through, and we were in our element doing them, but I had, the day before, I think it was, I had just said to the universe I could do with a few extra bob this week. I didn't say how much money, I didn't care how much, I just wanted a few extra bob that week. That was as simple as it was. And didn't he, we put the flat packs together the next day, and the following day, didn't he hand me €30 and he gave my husband a bottle of whiskey? So there it was, extra money that week and a bottle of whiskey. So we were in our element.
That's
And we've had
amazing.
a lot of little bits like that over the years as well, both through my work, his work, you name it. Like he was working before with DPD. I don't know if you remember, Saoirse, delivering up Glanmire,
Yeah.
Glenfawne,
Yeah.
the stuff he used to get from people, Saoirse. I mean, there was people with their own home businesses making, candles and wax melts and jewelry and all these kind of things. They used to be giving him all sorts of stuff as gifts to bring home to me for the great service that he was providing,
Well,
incredible.
what you put out is very, very powerful, and how much you believe that you're supported as well. It does the same. Like
Yeah.
another story now. Oh, I'm trying to think how long ago. It must have been about 2018 or 2019. It was before lockdown anyway, so I'd say 2018. I had a car and it was Banjacks. I knew it was on the way out, but I had no money to replace it. So every day I was just hoping, just do another day,
Yeah.
go for another day. Then myself and my partner came into money, and we were driving along the road, and the local garage now where we live.
Yeah.
Driving along, the car literally died outside the garage. But we
Huh.
managed to get it right up onto the curb, off the road, dead outside the garage.
Wow.
Lucky enough, because the money just came into our accounts, we were able to walk straight into the garage and buy a new car there and then.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you remember my red Qashqai, the one before the
Yeah.
one I have now? That one.
Yeah.
We were able to buy it outright there and then, and I think the car salesman got a fright because you know the way they sort and everything. I hate owing money, and
Yeah.
I personally don't like having things on finance or owing somewhere something. So everything I have, I own, and I don't owe anyone anything. So
Yeah.
I wanted the same with the car, so just went in straight in, bought one. But it turns out there's a limit on what you can pay with your cards and stuff. So
Mm.
we had to get, I can't remember what it's called, a certain type of check. But you know, where we live, there's no, well, my bank isn't in the town anymore. So I have to go to a different town to go to my bank. So he trusted me with the new car
Oh,
to drive away,
huh.
drive to another town, go to the
Jesus.
bank, get a certain type of check to bring back to pay for the car. And like, it was just how it all rolled and
Yeah.
everything fitted into the next step. And it was all on total trust, total faith. And it all worked out. So at the end of the day, we ended up with a brand new car.
Yeah.
Just little
That's
things like
amazing.
that. But it's what you put out, like knowing
Oh, absolutely.
and trusting that things will work. And then it
Yeah.
all comes back in what you put out. So like if you put out something in good faith, like you, when you help people out like that, you're not doing
Yeah.
it for a gain at the end.
Yes. Yeah,
And
exactly.
once your intentions are genuine like that, it will all flow back to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, belief is
True.
very important.
It is, because like the three things that I think it was one of the many books that I read. It's simply like you don't this they say when you're even talking to the angels, you don't say please because that's a bit too
It's
what's the
taking your
word?
power away from you as well. You
Yeah.
have a
In,
birthright.
like instead of saying please, 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 can I have this? You need to say thank you, angels, universe, God, whatever you believe in,
Yeah,
for directing me towards the perfect job or
exactly.
that kind of thing, right? So
And
that's the
and
very
yeah,
first and most important thing is how you say it. You don't say, please, can I have? You say, thank you, angels, for guiding me. Act as if. So you're acting as if it's in motion already.
it is
Um,
because everything for you is in your energy field. Sorry,
yeah.
I feel like I'm interrupting, sorry. But with
No.
IET, integrated energy therapy, which is all angelic energy you're working with, that we have this thing that it's you're respectfully demanding. So like that, anything for you is there already. It's not they're
Yeah.
creating something and bringing it into you. Everything is already there. You just have to be open enough to accept it. And if you feel it there, but you still feel it that little bit away, you respectfully demand it and bring it forward.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that sounds very like what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And don't do
Um,
the I want either because then
yeah.
you're acting from a place of lack and it's
I
something
remember a few
in the
years
future.
ago in the schoolyard, a fella telling me, I don't know how we got talking about all this spiritual stuff because I really didn't expect it from the people I was talking to.
Mhm.
Um, but it was three of us girls and a fella, and he says, "Oh, I ask the universe every day." He says for some kind of a car, whatever fancy car, sports car, kind of he wanted, right? I said, "Well, there's your first problem." I says, "You're asking the universe every day." I said, "You put something out to the universe once, you thank the universe
Yeah,
for guiding you towards whatever." I said, "And then you don't ask again or thank the universe again for it." I said, "Because that's you showing that you don't trust the universe. So it's blocking it off from your energy. So it's obviously either going to take longer or less likely to happen at all or whatever." So I said, stop asking the universe every day. Just put it out there once. Thank the
yeah.
universe for guiding you to the right job to earn enough money to buy that car or whatever. We went through a whole list and he said he was going to go off to try to do it properly.
No,
But yeah, you thank the universe, so you've put it out there, and then you just have to believe and trust that it will happen when it's supposed to happen. It could be like me thanking the universe for giving me extra bobs that week, and 2 days later I got the €30.
Yeah.
It could happen that quick. Again, it depends on, I suppose, how small or big a thing it is. If I was asking for a brand new 2-story house tomorrow, obviously that's not going to happen. But you know what I mean.
Here you cut
So it
yourself
depends.
off there now straight away.
Well, yeah,
Anything is
I,
possible.
I know, yeah, I could inherit it tomorrow or something. But God forgive me.
Like
But
another thing now I would say, like I have my speeches to myself in the universe in the morning, I have them at night. But another one that I throw in every day is miracles happen to me every day.
yes,
So that just opens me up to any possibilities.
yeah, yeah. Sure, woman, I'm so excited about the stream. I've been working on manifesting for a couple of months now. So yeah,
Oh, brilliant.
sure, woman. Once you put it out to the universe, like I said, you thank the universe. You believe that it will happen, but you have to trust that it will happen in divine timing when it's meant to be. And then that's it. You don't do any more thinking about it. You don't sit at home stressing all day, every day, thinking, well, when's it going to happen? Why hasn't it happened already? How is it going to happen? Where am I going to get this money? Where am I going to get that car? When am I going to find the man of my dreams? Etc., etc. You put it out of your head and you allow it.
Visualization is a big thing with it as well, because if you can't visualize something, if you can't see it in your mind's eye, it makes it very hard to go in your energy field and very hard to manifest. So, like that, a lot of us know about vision boards, but for some people, it depends as well. There's a science to it with your left brained or if you're right brained. So, for some, visualization doesn't work and the written affirmations work, and vice versa.
Yeah.
But there's this guy, I've been doing this lately as well, a lot this year. I was introduced by my IET master instructor, who's also a goal mapping practitioner. There's this guy in England called Brian Main who in
Mm.
1995 discovered goal mapping. And he does it with both visualization and affirmations. So you work the two of them together. So you sit down and you can have a goal map on any topic. You could have it on your family, your business, your social life, your hobbies. You can do any topic you want. So you put, and then the pictures you use, you could draw them. Or now, because he started in 1995, it would have been a lot of drawing. But now the way technology's gone, he can do it digitally. So you do it with a practitioner. It takes about 2 hours. You sit down, you meditate, you call in what it is that you really want,
Yeah.
and you pick images specific to you because they'll trigger certain reactions in your brain. And this exercise puts your left and right brain in sync with each other. So then neurons are created. It's like a making or breaking a habit, the 21-day
Yes. Yeah.
thing. So eventually you retrain paths in your brain. And so you pick out the picture specific to you that you will have an emotional reaction to about what you want. And then you have your main goal in the middle. So one of mine now would be, I have one on the work that we do in the workshops and my spiritual practice and so on. So in the middle, it's I am waking up to my perfect day. And then there's
Um,
branches that go out in different branches to the pictures of all the different things that make up my perfect day of my own spiritual practice, how I like to wake up, what I like to do, go in, teach classes, come home, spend time with my family, go out and eat, all that kind of stuff. And every day then when you wake up, it's like you have it somewhere the same way you'd have a vision board. So mine is in my room. When I wake up, it's the first thing I see.
oh yeah.
And as I get
Yeah.
ready every day, you look at your pictures and you read the words you've written under. So I'm waking up to my perfect day. I'm going to my perfect job. I have the perfect students suited to me. Um, my classes are successful and all these things. So I'm looking at the
Yeah.
pictures and I'm saying them every day. It takes like less than a minute, but doing that every day, it's like the habit forming and habit breaking. You're creating those pathways. So then
Yeah.
it's like the affirmation, the same as 369. You're saying it every day, you're writing it every day. It becomes absorbed in your energy field. So it's like signals, you're sending those signals out to the universe then, and then they're
Yeah.
coming back to
I
you.
love it.
The goal mapping then, a lot of like big corporations use that now. So the likes of Pepsi and Amazon and stuff, they would use it in the corporate setting where they get all their staff trained on that. They have their business models on that. and like that, as we
Wow.
can see, that kind of stuff has worked for them. But
Yeah, yeah.
it's definitely powerful.
Cool.
But
Huh.
there's so many methods there. But like that, there's different methods for everyone. Like not one shoe fits
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
But it's
Uh,
all boils down to your belief of it and your trust in sending it out.
yeah. We have loads of comments. Dina, act
Yeah.
as though it's already happening. Spirit knows if you're doubting. Absolutely. Yeah.
Doubt
Yes,
often means fear and lack of trust.
that was the word. Do you know when I was saying we shouldn't say please, and I couldn't think of the word. Yeah, desperation. Desperate is a good one. Needy and desperation, big no-nos. Yes, absolutely. But speak in the first person. I
Yes,
am is
I
a
am
good start.
very
I am
powerful.
healthy. Yeah. Rain says, "Thank you so much, Divine Universe, for my new brown tin roof." That's what I say daily for a year and a half. I love it.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yes, and in the present tense, Dina, absolutely. Saturate your mind, subconscious, with desires. I don't like scroll down because we've had loads of comments. So Harley says, "I've heard that, Jackie. Please resonate lack. Thank you is all ready for you." Yeah, yeah.
Gratitude is the key to all of it. You know, you
Yes.
thank as if
Yeah.
because you're acting as if you already have it, which you do have it. You have it
Yeah.
in the actual, you have it in all the other fields. You just are
Yeah.
waiting. The last bit is you're waiting for the physical.
I love that. I relate to religion oddly, like we weren't born with faith in the God, deity. All those things were instilled in our minds from our parents or school. So it's changing the way we think.
Yeah.
I love that one, Saoirse, says Rose.
Thank you, Rose.
Where's my scrolly thing? It definitely takes practice and changes in one's behavior and actions. Yes, it does. Yeah.
It's just forming
But
a
I'm
new
telling you,
habit.
yeah. But you know, like the more daily, basic little things you use to
Hmm.
practice like that, it builds up your energy, builds up your confidence in it, and then you can start looking at bigger things and it just
Yeah, and they're not.
snowballs.
It's not time consuming. It's
Yeah,
little 1-2 minute exercises every day. Like when I do the
true.
goal mapping, that takes 1 minute in the morning, but I do it as I'm getting ready. So I'm standing there, blow drying my hair or something, and I'm reading it as I'm doing it at the same time.
Yeah, yeah,
Then I'm writing 3 sentences in the morning. That takes what, 40 seconds. And it's just all those little things. It's the same as brushing your teeth, combing your hair, putting on shoes.
yeah, yeah. True,
Then it
yeah.
becomes, you have to think of doing it the first couple of days, then it becomes habit where you're just subconsciously doing it anyway. And that's where you want it. You want it in the subconscious.
Yeah. Huh. Rain is obsessed with this every day and every way in my life. Well,
Oh,
Saoirse
yeah.
says keeps getting better and better. Just
Yeah.
keeps getting better and better.
Live because there's no limit.
Yeah, yeah.
Believe, be made to
Believe,
come. I
behave.
love that.
Yes, I love that
That's
too.
a good one. Yeah.
3 Bs. Affirmations are big for me to use. Good stuff. Jackie, my method is different. I continue to thank the universe daily until it happens, and that works for me. Well, if that works for you, Rain, absolutely. Yeah.
It is gratitude key.
It's all about finding out your own way of doing things and trusting that. And if it works, it works. I do that and fill with gratitude twice a day. Where's my next comment? There we go. I watch so many videos. Neville Goddard, Louise Hay, Joe Dispenza. They explain things in a simple way. Yeah, yeah. It's great when things are
And who's
explained simply.
the other guy? I keep forgetting his name. Robbins?
Oh, Tony
Robin. Yeah,
Robbins?
like Brian
Yeah.
Main, now the guy I was telling you with the goal
Yeah.
mapping, they've worked together on that. As Brian Main actually trained Tony Robbins, and that's where Tony
Okay.
Robbins got that
Jeez.
his manifestation methods.
The more you're genuinely grateful, the higher your vibration is, the more spirit notices. Yeah.
Yes, and sitting in the
Most.
power and meditating with it is a massive one as well, because like that, you're opening up the centers. Like what you need for the gratitude, you need your heart center,
Yeah.
and it's bringing all that in together, so it's flowing more into your energy field. And another method we use in IET, along with the vision boards, is there's this system called heart net. So it's like a fishing net. So when you know everything's there, but it's just out of grasp, you put an energetic heart net out, and you're bringing it further in. And if you feel it's slow to come in because that's a manifestation of your energy and your little bit of not trusting, you respectfully demand it to come in faster.
Yeah.
So it's all like, I always see energy as magnets, and with yourself and with the universe, it's the positive, negative, and magnets attracting. So
Yeah.
what you're going to put out, you're going to bring in. So if you're putting it out slowly and you're putting it out, and with a lot of people as well, it's they know what they want, but they fear getting it because actually having it can be scary. And
Yeah.
you think, if I
Yeah.
just get it, how fast am I
Yeah.
going to lose it? So there's that bit of not fully formed trust there. So
Yes.
that can have something just lingering there in your energy field, but not fully coming into the physical.
Yeah.
And this is where you have to like sit in your power, have a talk with yourself. Why am I feeling that? Where's it come from? Work with it, clear it out, and then respectfully demand for it to come in and be in the physical.
I can totally understand that because, after being up with Peter, for so long, I wanted to kind of start teaching tarot and doing classes and doing spiritual events and this kind of thing. And that's another story that I'll tell. Some of you have heard it already. Sorry, lads. But like a few months ago, I had been thinking, it was put to me, about doing a spiritual event. But at the time, you see, the kids were still in school. This was maybe, I don't know, March or something. There was a lot going on, and I was thinking I couldn't be committing to something at that time, what with kids in school and things. And then it just so happened that on the morning of a wedding that Saoirse came to with me on the 22nd of June, I put it
Mm.
out to the universe. I said, I'm going to ask Saoirse today if she'd do a spiritual event with me. And you've heard it before. I'm going to tell you again because it's a cool story.
It is.
We went to the mass. We came home to my house to have some sandwiches and crisps and tea so that we wouldn't die of starvation waiting for dinner. And we simply walked into my kitchen, and Saoirse turned around and said something like, I have an idea I want to put to you. And I literally went, Jesus Christ, I know what you're going to say. And Saoirse was like, what? You crazy woman. She didn't say that. She was thinking it.
Yeah.
But I said, go on, humor me. I said, tell me what you want to ask me. And she says, I'd love to do a spiritual event, but she said, all my cards lately have been showing partnership cards. She says, would you be interested in doing it with me? And I went, that's exactly what I put out to the universe this morning that I was going to ask you today. So my brain was just at this point going,
But even think about it, even coming across Peter, how did that happen
yeah,
with you
yeah,
and me?
yeah,
That was
yeah,
mad. Like, I was just beginning my healing journey and doing all energy work, and I was spending a lot of time with Jackie, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm starting a mentorship with this
yeah,
guy, and there's one place left. You want me to get onto him?" And where it's just fell into place. I was
ah,
signed up. I ended up doing the mentorship. I went on and done more and more, and intermediate, advanced. I went on, and like that, all that when it happened, only for one day with you, and you mentioning one last
yeah,
place. But like that, it's all divinely guided. But the same as you and me coming together, and me asking you to join
yes,
me in
yeah,
the spiritual event. But the universe knows, spirit world knows, uh, guards and guardians know, and all that. We're the last to know. It's always the physical realm is the last for all these manifestations.
yeah, yeah. And but you know what? It wasn't even one last place. It wasn't even just about a space for you. What actually happened was like I got onto what's her name, Mel, and I said, I'm interested in doing the course. I said, how many spaces do you have left? This was after I'd kind of put the idea to you when you said you'd love to do it. And she said, there's two places left. And I was going, oh my God, there's two of us and there's two places left. And like,
Yeah,
and then like, you had said before anyway, that he kind of goes into the power and he kind of asks if people are the right
yeah.
fit for his
That's
course.
it, because when I arrived, he
When
said, like,
we
I
were
knew it was
accepted.
gonna be you. We left that open because we
Yeah,
knew it was you that was gonna be the ones to
yeah,
sign up. So why it was
absolutely.
left so long to fill it.
So it was just
Yeah.
all so meant to be. And I remember actually something else, lads, years and years and years ago, I joined And you guys, my American posse might know the network marketing company. It's the number one aloe vera network marketing company in the world, Forever Living Products. And it was about, Jesus, Nat was only a baby. It was probably 13, 14 years ago, easily. I had joined the company and I went to Saoirse's house and I sat down and I showed her the business and I asked, would she be interested in joining? And she said she wouldn't, that it wasn't for her. She wouldn't be interested. I can't remember exactly what we said, but like basically that it wasn't for her. She wasn't interested in joining that. But she said something along the lines of, but I can see us working together someday in some capacity. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
whoa. You know?
And then we met each other again in the YMCA.
Yes.
Just, but it's like our paths have crossed so many times
Yeah.
throughout life in different ways, and then they fell together in this topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
amazing.
It was just unreal, all the things that have happened along the way. Like,
I just want to ask, you have a mad aura around you today, Jackie, and I just
oh, do I?
want people to comment in the comments, do they see it?
Okay.
And it
Oh,
fits
that's,
perfectly why you're up since 4:30 this morning and
yeah,
the
oh, sure.
juice is flowing.
I can imagine. Yeah, yeah. I can imagine purple everywhere.
It's not purple, but
Oh no.
it explains it.
Red.
Nope.
Ah. Dina, I don't watch the news. I absolutely don't. I actually don't even have channels
No,
because people keep asking me, do you watch this? Do you watch this? I says, no, I told you a million times I do not have channels. Stop asking me if
I'm the
I've seen
same. I got rid
some
of it
crap on
years
telly.
ago.
I love watching comedies and comedians on like YouTube and Netflix and like funny movies and stuff. But I do not watch any crap. I turn as soon as the news comes on the radio in the car, I play Spotify through the radio, put on some, 90s dance tunes banging while I'm driving around Cove.
Yeah, the only time I get the news now is if something pops up on my news feed, and that's when I
Yeah,
know what's going on. But I got
yeah,
rid of
yeah.
TV years ago. I only watch
God.
films now or documentaries. I won't even watch a series because I can't commit to sit down and watch episodes.
Oh,
And if I
don't you?
do,
Okay, no, I do watch
I don't
series.
have
All
the
right.
patience. I have to do a marathon. So it's
Okay.
films or documentaries.
Yeah, a few people are saying absolutely they don't watch news or anything. Yes, yes,
No.
gratitude. So Amanda says, I lost my home 2 years ago when my hubby got really sick and almost died. I knew something good was coming behind it as I knew we would buy a new home. Family was worried and I told them not to be. A year later, we were able to build a new house. Oh, I love that, Amanda. That's perfect. And that's all because you knew and trusted. Do you know?
I have another one. It's going back to the goal mapping. Every day I'm saying what it is I'm trying to bring in. So I have a couple. I have my life purpose goal map. I have I'm looking at them now. What are they? I have a home goal map, and I have like my dream. I want a camper van,
Oh,
and
yeah.
but where I live, I can't store a camper van, so I need
Yeah.
the perfect storage place for a camper van as well. And I'm putting those out there every day. But my partner had a dream about 5 or 6 nights ago. And Joe, when he wake up in the morning, he couldn't wait to tell me. He was like, "Oh my God, Sarah,
Yeah.
oh yeah." And I'm trying to manifest a cruise as well because my kids are dying to go on a cruise. So he was like, "Sarah, I had a dream. We woke up, we were going on our cruise, we just getting to the port, just about to get on the cruise, and you were like, oh my God, did I lock the new garage?" And we had to go back, and he's like, the new camper van was in the garage and he forgot to lock the door, and it's our house out in the country, and all this stuff. I was like, all the stuff he described, I was like, that's the stuff that's on my goal mapping.
Wow.
But he's like, it's about 2 or 3 years down the line, and we're in it and like living it. And he was like, you have a new garage with a camper van in it, and you were panicking because the door wasn't locked, so we had to like drive back in this Jeep that we don't have yet, lock the garage, go back, get on the cruise. I was like, oh, that's amazing.
Jeez, that's
So much
mad.
how it goes out there and filters into places.
Yeah, yeah. Shawwoman says, I know and believe that I am worthy of receiving what I desire. Yes, I love it. Shawwoman, yes, do put up all the affirmations you want. I love when people put up lovely stuff in the
Mm.
chat. I thank the universe for the big blessing of our new home and for my husband's health improving.
Yeah,
Oh, That's great. I love it. Everything I need comes to me effortlessly. Yes. I've definitely seen that one before.
Yeah,
I trust that everything is always working out in my favor. Frank says The
this
Secret.
is it.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I release control and allow my desires to flow to me. Sure, woman, you have them all, girl. I love it.
Imagine
I
writing them
love
out all
Tony.
every day, though. Your hand would be so tired.
I love Tony
369.
Robbins. I've been to one of his seminars. I met him in '93. I was weak in
Yeah.
the knees. Lot. I love listening to motivational speakers. Oh,
One of our friends, Jackie, goes to him a lot as well.
yeah.
Ilsa.
Oh, go away.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's a massive, massive
is she?
work with him. Yeah.
Pour belief and emotion in each affirmation. I always say everything is going to work out perfectly in my favor. On my live streams, I give this advice to someone at least once every night. I did tell someone my personal affirmation last night. Oh,
Oh,
Frank, The Secret is
yeah.
based on the law of attraction, which I love. I agree with you. The people that I've seen desperate themselves from the negativity are the ones who are like naturals at this.
Mm.
It's do you mean our story that we've been telling? It's a feckin' cool story. They're all taken. Rain actually has just so you know for future reference, Saoirse. Rain has an Irish English. I think is what do you call it, Rain? Is it an Irish English dictionary? Basically, when I say funny things that other people in the world in the English speaking world don't say,
Yeah.
Rain writes them down and writes down the English translation for herself and repeats them to me on a regular
There's a
basis.
there's a good dictionary for that as well. I think it's online. It's called the Urban Dictionary,
Is
where
there?
it's a lot of the slang words. And Joe, like Ireland now would have a lot of slang words because
Yeah.
it's the mix of the Irish words when we had to speak English, but we still want to speak Irish. So
Yeah.
like paddy wagon now and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um, there's this thing. So I remember using it as a teenager. My kids still use it now. When there's a slang word comes out and they want to know the meaning, but you are not going to get it in a real dictionary, and Google probably won't tell you. There's this thing called Urban Dictionary. You could type it in and it would tell you the definition of what
Oh,
that word
okay.
actually means. Brilliant.
Oh, this comment actually just made me think of something because I went on a story there a while ago about all the
Yeah.
things that brought myself and Saoirse together, and I actually forgot to mention this because what I started talking about was like for so long I wanted to do something like a spiritual event, but I had this fear in me. Now it wasn't a massive crippling fear, but it was a mild fear, but it was like, what if we're successful? What if we have loads of people coming to us? What if we're making money that we actually um deserve in life? Do you know what I mean? What if we have the wealth and the wealth and abundance and all these crazy things? Now it wasn't like
Yeah.
a really, like I said, it wasn't a really scary irrational fear of actually making money or anything like that, but it was always there niggling away, stopping me from going about, start having these
I think
events and stuff.
a lot of people, it's a quite common fear, especially anything to do with growth and business
Yeah, yeah,
or self growth. It's quite common and like that. Like the universe does test you as well. It does put out tiny little obstacles.
yeah,
A, to see how determined you are. B, for you to realize your strength that you can overcome them. And it's like a mirror to show you something about you.
yeah.
So that's a quite common one that comes up for a lot of people. But the key is to actually bypass it, get over it.
And you see, I would have thought I was the only one, but then I can't remember who it
Mm.
was, but when we were up at Peter, someone else in the class did say
Mm.
it. And I was like, phew, I'm not the only one.
Oh no, it's loads. I still have that. Still constantly.
Do
Um,
you?
but my big thing the last 2, 3 years is constantly facing my fears. Yeah, because even when I was at a few of Peter's retreats now, and it was the same, there was a lot of people like practitioners that set up business, but then kept their client list small. But they weren't doing it purposely. They were like, why am I only hitting a certain number of clients and stuff? It's like because it's the
Yeah,
energy you're putting out. You're
Okay.
afraid of having a lot because what does that
Yeah.
mean if you have a lot?
Yeah. Huh. Hershey's back. Good stuff, Hershey. Turn off that bloody phone, will you, and stay here with us.
Mine's constantly on silent. There's
Oh,
only
mine is too. Mine is too.
I out of the shop 3 days a week, and those 3 days are the only days my phone is on loud for when I'm in
Okay.
work and the kids are at school.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Actually, I have one friend who's a news junkie, and she sends me emails now and then. So if aliens
Yeah.
invade, she'll let me know. Lol.
I find that very draining. Like my father now is in the same. He's a psychic medium as well, and it bugs me because not what he does bugs me, but
Yeah.
he still watches the news and he still sends me things. Or did you see this? And I'm like, wait, all your abilities and all your knowledge, you still can't see through that bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, no. I was like, I tell him every time I don't have news channels, I don't have TV channels, I don't watch it. And then he's
Yeah.
kind of because he was the irony. It's like yin and yang. He was a politician for what am I? I'm not telling my age, but he was a politician for over 40 years, and he retired. And it's only in his retirement did he find his abilities.
Yeah.
Um, so it's that politician side of him is still there, where you have to know what's going on,
Okay.
and this is how these things work and all that. And I'm like,
Being all analytical
wait
and
till
whatnot.
it. Yeah,
This
but
topic is
no, I
so
hate when
uplifting right
people
now. I love
send me
it.
stuff.
It's having that faith and confidence that I need to work on. Do you work
Yeah.
on it? And every time, you've probably heard me saying this before, but again, I read one time, if you catch yourself saying something negative to yourself or about yourself, stop yourself straight away and say 3 positive things. And keep doing that until, like Saoirse said, it becomes just a natural thing where you don't think negative things anymore and you only think or say positive things, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
right. Oh, that's true. I will have to send the Jackie English dictionary to you to search.
You. Oh, if
I, s-
you.
I, s- I said one day, oh, someone came over to my gaff for tarot reading or whatever,
Oh,
and they were like, oh, I
it's
love
like we
it. I
have the
love.
language, we have the Hibernian English, then we
Oh
have the
God.
Irish, then we have the real Irish.
Like
Yeah,
realistically, I do not know how foreigners understand what the hell I'd be talking about at work. Now I do try to speak proper English, and I do speak slowly for for tourists, but I do try to remember to um speak proper English as well for them.
we have a speed thing as well. It's not even just how what we're saying and the words we have. We tend to speak a lot faster as well. So it's like
Yeah,
slow down.
I
I
do. I
find
do.
I the contrast because I work in a local shop. We're a tourist town where we have lots of cruise liners come in every year. So I will deal with a lot of tourists and a lot of Americans and people from all over, and then we're just chatting away in the shop. But it's like slow down, and I'll be talking my version of normally,
Yeah, our
and
speed.
so there's a lot of lost in translation and realizing, oh, they don't know that word now and have to change it.
You were what ifing yourself. I absolutely was, girl. Not anymore. Not anymore. I'm ready for it all now. That's something a lot of people have, Dina, because if you do succeed, you have to change a lot of things that you're currently comfortable with. Maybe a comfortable rut. Yeah, absolutely. You have to
Yeah,
have your tower moment and get thrown out of that bloody comfort zone. Finally made
the
it back
comfort
home.
zone,
Good
and
stuff,
yeah,
Heather. Yeah,
the
absolutely
comfort
right.
zone is the worst place to be, and I think that's what we've realized this year, Jackie, as well. Is like forcing ourselves out of it. Like you're forcing
Yeah,
me out of it, and then I'm doing things.
yeah,
It's like we're put together that way as well, where you're like my anchor, I'm yours, and we have to like our fishing rod and reel each other in.
yeah, yeah. And actually, again, I said this on the last live, but like we were halfway through the night of dancing at that wedding in June when Saoirse
Oh,
decided to tell me that it was the first time she'd ever
dance in
danced
public.
publicly in front of people. And I don't know what the word was. Like I was very emotional. I was like, oh my God, I'm so
I
glad
was so
that
emotional because like that,
I,
when something happens energetically and you could feel the lift, you could feel
yeah.
something opening. I could feel that. And then I remember at one stage, I was the only one on the dance floor. Everyone had to take a break, and I was there by myself. And I was like, I never in a million years would I have believed that that would be me?
But like, I was so happy that you felt comfortable that that was the right time to go dancing with me. I was
Yeah.
like, I was just blown away when you told me. And
And
even
then you
this
were
now,
saying,
in the lives, like you're so absolutely comfortable and confident. Like this is just amazing, and all the gang are loving you,
yeah,
and they're
well,
all,
I couldn't do that now a couple weeks ago either. But that
yeah,
night of the wedding, you were like, I think your aim was to be home by midnight, like Cinderella.
yes,
What
yes.
what time do we get home?
Oh, I don't know. I'm nearly 3 o'clock.
Yes. And I was aware of it. I was like, I know the time. I'm not telling her the time. There's no way we're going. I'm not going to let her know the time.
Oh no, I knew because myself and a first cousin of mine who I never met before were the last two on the dance floor at nearly 2:30. There was only us and the DJ in the room. Everyone else was either
Yeah,
outside having fads, up in their beds asleep and or puking all over the place or whatever, or they were gone home. And we were
yeah.
the last.
We were the
So it
last.
was
It was brilliant.
the best freaking night ever between all the
It was.
dancing we did. The fact that we made a plan to do some events together, and it's rolling now, and we're actually planning another one now. I've another one booked for
Yeah.
next month as well in our hometown. A tarot day workshop, which I can't wait. And Rose is here now, so Rose actually just knows now
Right
anyway.
next
So
row.
anyway.
And I'm working on recording those meditations as well. I got
Yes.
my drum out today. So I was working with my drum because I had a massive idea about the music in my meditations, but like
Oh
with
yeah.
copyright laws and all that kind of shebang. Um, and like that, the angels, my
Yeah.
spirit team, showed me a solution to that problem. So that is being worked on at the moment.
Oh, I
So I'm
love
all
it. Oh,
excited for that.
Jesus. Rose, get excited for her meditation. um, I missed this one. Confidence attracts people to you, but many people don't realize or understand this. The same is true when we want to manifest the things we want and need. Our energy vibration attracts. Absolutely, Amanda.
We're magnets, yeah.
Uh, Heather said, Hershey, you're a popular lady today. Oh, she's talking about all the phone calls you're getting and leaving us here without you. Rain, that makes sense. No one wants to feel uncomfortable, but in order to make a change, you have to be comfortable with feeling uncomfortable, if that makes sense. It absolutely does. Yeah,
Exactly.
we know that. Absolutely. You're
If
dead
you're
right.
comfortable, you're not growing, you're stagnant. And then
Yes.
that uncomfortable becomes unmotivated, uninspired. So if you're
Yes.
uncomfortable, I always see it as uncomfortable is growing pains. It means you're growing and getting somewhere.
Yeah. The Urban Dictionary offers explanations for words and phrases in all
It does.
themes. Very knowledgeable, all themes.
It does. I
I
think that's
love it.
around, oh, that's around about 25 years.
Is this?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think around the 90s. Oh, and it could be nearly 30 years. Yeah.
Great chat today.
Mhm.
Tell your age, lol. Yeah, go on, Saoirse, tell your age. I'll be 44, lads, in 3 weeks, if anyone wants to know.
I'm 38, comfortably.
See, she's only a baby. I'm definitely going to look
Basically.
at it, see if I can get one. It sounds like a great source of information.
I don't know, is
Uh,
it in a hard copy? It's online. I don't know, is there actually a hard copy of it? I know when my kids come up with a new word, I have to go online and check what it means. So I'm like down with you.
I presume, Frank, that you mean you're 60. Am I right? Because I have no idea, but people are just randomly posting numbers. um, my friend Kathy calls it stinking thinking.
Yeah.
Same with rumination, Jackie. If you
Yeah.
catch yourself in negative nostalgia, old memories, yes, switch immediately to manifestation of how you want your life to be. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, because as well with energy, we kind of have a default program. So when we're not consciously putting effort into anything, our mind and our ways will go into like a default setting, and we just
Ah,
something we've thought a lot or we've thought over a long period of time, we will automatically start thinking it. And we will do
okay.
habits that we've always done. It's like, do you know, when you're driving and your mind wanders, but you've got somewhere
Yeah,
and you're like, oh my God, how did I end up there? Your brain
yeah,
kind of went into the default and it just done it because it's a bit like muscle memory, but this is muscle memory in your brain about your thoughts and your ways. So
yes,
when you become stagnant and stuff like that, you fall into your default setting and you automatically go back to old ways and old habits of thinking. And so you have to consciously put the effort into doing new things. So it goes from your conscious into your subconscious, and you're reprogramming, you're setting a new default setting.
Yeah. I find myself doing that without thinking about leaving New York because of the nostalgia of growing up here. Just memories, time to make new ones. Absolutely, Heather. Heather is planning on moving next year with her husband from New York too. Where are you going again? Remind me, Heather. Memories will always be there, Heather, but nostalgia can get you stuck, and we never want to have regrets. Your gut tells you to leave NY. Don't doubt that. It's the right thing for you. Absolutely, Heather.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's true. Like that will always be within you anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know, did I tell you the story before, Jackie? I think I did, about my old childhood home. So I lived out in the countryside for 16, 17 years in a home. I grew up in a cottage. My parents divorced and they had to sell the cottage. So new people bought it. They knocked down the building. So my home doesn't exist anymore. And they
Yeah.
built a new home on that land. And every time I'd drive past or think of it or anything like that, I would well up and I'd get really emotional and start crying. It's like I was always drawn back, but logically I was like, there's nothing there for me to draw back to either because it doesn't
Yeah.
exist anymore. But I'd always get really emotional, and if I was, we have to drive past to get to the woods. So if I was taking my kids to the woods or anything, I'd make a point of driving past and just kind of look at the laneway, drive up and stuff. But I would always feel so sad, and I like in the car I'd be driving and bawling. And I see a therapist regularly, so I said it to my therapist one day, and he was like, "You just have to go out and knock on the door." He's like, it's an energetic thing. There's a part of you left there
Yeah.
because as well, the divorce wasn't an easy one. So when we left, I never got the chance to say goodbye properly to the home and the land and
Yeah.
have the proper leaving process. So I spoke about it with my therapist, and he was like, a good idea as well is bring a bit of it back with you. So go out, say goodbye, and bring some of it back with you. So I was planning on doing it for ages, but like that fear, I was like, no, I can't knock on the door now and talk to the new owners. I was like, that's just weird. So I kept giving me deadlines, and I kept putting them off. And then one day, my child's primary school rang to say she's not feeling well. Could I come and collect her? And I think I got out of work early or something to collect her. So um, we just had a draw to the woods that day. So we went out to the woods, and it was a lovely sunny day, and we were down, down Marlow. So we were down on,
Yeah.
we had the whole beach to ourselves. So we walked through the woods, went to the beach. My youngest loves meditation now and stuff as well. So the two of us did a meditation on the beach. Came back walking through the woods to get back to the car. And I was like, I think today's the day. I'm going to do it today. And I was like talking to my daughter about it. And she was like, she's like, Mom. And I was like, really not more likely I'm going to start bawling. Because every time I thing, I just cry. And she was like, it's okay. Because I tried to teach her that it's okay to cry, not to feel uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
So I told her, like, if I cry, don't worry about me. Like. So drove up the laneway, up to the house, knocked on the door. The husband, the wife and kids weren't there. I think the wife's at work, the kids think so. It was just the husband. I explained, I used to live here before and grew up here, and is there any chance I can just walk around and look around the place, like the grounds and stuff? And we would
Yeah.
have had a lot really mature, couple of 100-year-old trees out there. And there was one tree out in the back garden where all our family pets would be buried under.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That tree was still standing. That tree was still there. So I was like, this is perfect. So he was like, oh, no bother. Work away. I was like, I'll
Uh,
probably be here about half an hour-ish and stuff. And he's like, oh, that's fine. He's like, do what you need to do. So went out, and it was just little things like I noticed what flowers there were. You need to know the symbolism of flowers. It's like
yeah.
everything aligned with that moment. So me and my daughter went up. We sat under the tree that our pets are buried under, done about a 20-minute meditation, called myself back to myself. But it wasn't as sad as I thought it was going to be. The sad emotions that I would normally have when I was around the place weren't there. It was really calming. And
Yeah.
around this house, there's fields, and it's like a U-shaped field, like a horseshoe shape. So me and my daughter, we went in the fields, walked all around, showed her all the things like I used to play with, the ditches we used to build camps in, and all this kind of stuff. And so she got the memories of it. She was able to kind of see what my childhood was kind of like out there, and she was just amazed by it. So
Oh,
I took some wood from the field. I asked the tree, could I take a bit of a branch? And I took some stones from the grounds, brought them with me, brought home, and now I can drive past happy. The emotions, it's all gone. It's
yeah.
like a bit of me was left there, went back, called a bit of me back to me, and brought it home with me now. So, like, now I'll show you because it's literally right in front of me. There's a tree branch from the tree,
All right.
and like that, I have the stones, I have the soil and stuff. So, like, and like that, a part of me and my childhood is still it's with me in my home now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think it was Ray's comment about New York reminded me of that. I was like, but what I realized in that moment when I was sitting under the tree and meditating, I don't know, was it me and my higher self or was it spirit or what? But they were saying all that of me back then and my past and my childhood and all those memories, they're with me now anyway. It didn't matter about the land, it didn't matter about the house. Like I can go to that within me all the time anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Um,
So I think
Heather said,
all
"Oh,
that
wow, sir."
like manifest sorry, all that
Yeah. Yeah.
manifesting and what we feel, it's all within us. It's like we sometimes we can search on the outside all the time about what we want, what we don't have, what we need. But once we know it's all within us, it will come into our field and become in the physical.
Yeah. Yeah. I getcha. Heather is delighted for you. Dancing at the wedding.
Yeah. Oh, that was amazing. We need another
Um,
opportunity for that soon.
I know, yeah. That's super exciting, Jackie. Congratulations, beautiful lady. Yeah, we're doing loads now. We're on a roll, Amanda. It's amazing. Heather says, drums. I have several drums here. Sure,
Lovely
awesome. That's
done.
another story. That's another thing that happened with the two of us. So I had seen a Facebook event, a guy coming to my friend's house and teaching people how to make their own shamanic drums. So it was coming up to Saoirse's birthday. Oh no, was it Christmas? It was a Christmas present, I think. So I paid for it for
Mm,
Saoirse and brought Saoirse along with me, and we went and we both made our own shamanic drums. It was
yeah. It
just
was held in summer.
an amazing day. Yeah, it was cool.
It was, yeah.
I love this discussion. Great topic, ladies. Good stuff. I have some obstacles and I'm lying, what can I do? And I'm like, what can I do? I suppose. And what came to
Mm,
mind was manifestation. And then Jackie popped up, didn't even know the subject. I love it. That's brilliant.
divinely
Yeah.
guided.
And sure woman just said the same a while ago as well, that this is perfect timing as well for her. Heather, I've made massive changes this year. We know you have, Rain. I'm stronger than ever. Absolutely. Things are really going my way since I decided not to let my fears rule my behavior and decisions. I rock, baby. You do, girl. Love
Brilliant.
that. I understand. I don't want to be though. I think it's funny that the boys can't chew bubble gum and walk.
No,
Oh,
they're
that's
not.
good.
They don't have as many wires up here as we do.
38. Ooh, I knew then what I know now. Ooh, if I knew then what I know now. I love it. Oh, Angela came in. All right, girl, what's happening?
Hi, Angela.
Blessings. Hello, everyone. Lots of hugs today. I bless you all with cake and coffee. May all you manifest come to you in the most blessed and best way. Amen.
Thank you.
Amen. I'm 56 and I plan to live at least 56 more. It took me this long to figure things out, lol. Listen, everything happens in the right timing, though, as we keep saying.
It does. It does.
Frank says, I look much younger. Well, Frank, when you do live with me someday, we'll know.
You need to feel younger. Feel it.
My father, or was it no, my mother used to always, because my father is 14 years older than my mother, and he used to always say, my mother used to always say, you're only as young as the woman you feel.
Yeah,
Uh,
my stepfather's way younger than my mother, so we
all
have
right.
that running joke as well. But well, it happened the other day as well up in one of her appointments, the doctor thought her husband was her son.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, good Lord. Yes, you do, Jackie. So proud of how far you've come. Thanks, Heather. Yeah, I'm telling you, the old manifestation works, lads, but you have to just thank the universe, trust that it'll happen, or believe that it will happen, and trust that it'll
Yeah.
happen in divine timing. That's the 3 simple steps to manifesting. I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for letting me see it that way. Very cool. Just scrolling down now because there's tons of comments. Hi, Angela. I actually treated myself to a slice of marble cake to have with coffee later this afternoon. Oh, sounds nice. Enjoy, Heather. I think men look much hunkier as they age. Absolutely.
I
Yes.
agree. I agree.
Yes. Absolutely. It is so true. Jesus Christ, I'm after missing loads of comments. Hold on now, lads. Can you stop commenting there now? Give me 5 minutes to catch up, for Christ's sake.
Let's have a look.
Sweet Jesus. Right, so we have Care Bear. Karen came in. Hey, Karen. Sometimes I figure out that I don't know quite what I want when I try to picture myself there. Then I revise and get clearer. Good stuff. Karen is the one doing the astrology course.
Oh, I've heard so much about you. I'm so
excited. That I told you about. It was all good, Karen. It was all good.
It was. It was.
We spend the first part of our lives making choices that aren't so great, and then the latter part of our lives trying to recover repercussions of our actions. We aren't there yet, Harley, but it will be a beautiful home. It will, Heather. Absolutely. Yeah. Now, why is my oh my God, I don't know what it's doing. Karen said, oh, shucks, thank you. Love this live, very interesting. Thank you, Frank. And Karen is going to be live in about 45 minutes. Oh, that's in 45 minutes. Okay. Good stuff. We will wrap it up here soon again because other people will be doing lives that I want to see. Where did I last stop? The freaking chat keeps moving, I swear to God. Oma Vanda used to tell me, don't worry about age, dear. We are. Oh, there must be more. Hold on now. I'm missing the end of it, I suppose. You got to hustle the chat, Jackie, lol. You just type too fast. I need to put you on timeout or something. I'm going to have to click this and see. There we go. I read that. Right. Amanda, I was in shock. Price for the price of it. What? I'm after missing some. I'm somehow in all my scrolling. I'm after missing some chat because I don't know what some of the lads are on about. But anyway, so does anyone want to ask a few questions about manifesting before we wrap it up, or anything like that, or give their own little words of wisdom or something, just to kind of round it out for the evening so that we can all get ready for Care Bears live in about 45 minutes. So if you have any questions left, or if you want to say anything else, Saoirse, work away, girl.
Believe, trust, and I think in your mind's eye, envisaging it is a massive move to get closer to it.
And actually, I just had a thought.
And believe it, you can achieve it.
Yeah. And it's not only, I just had a thought, it's not only about believing that the universe will provide, it's about believing in yourself.
Yeah.
And you're deserving of everything that you want. Yeah.
We are, because no one person is more deserving than another. We all come in on a even playing field. It's society and your programming and what your generations before you instill in you about how worthy you are and how much you believe you're worthy. That's what changes the scales in it, about what you think is your roof, your limit in it of what you can achieve. And then you think some people achieve way more. Like, say for instance, Richard Branson now, and you're like, oh God, he was made for more than that. I'm not. That's what some people would believe.
Yeah.
But you're not. Everyone's made for the same amount, and everything is up for grabs for everyone. It's
Yeah.
just your pre-programming and what society has told you lets you believe that there's only a limit to how far you can go and what is for you. So
Absolutely
if you
not.
believe in your worthiness and knowing that you're deserving, and you just go out there and respectfully demand it, because as
Yeah.
well, it's not selfish to do that. Some people fear they're being selfish by doing that. You're not.
Yeah. Absolutely not comparing yourself to anyone else. There's no one
Yeah.
better than anyone else. Yeah. Um, Frank says, thanks, Jackie and Saoirse, and he's sending us kisses. Thanks, Frank.
Oh, thank
Mwah.
you, Frank.
Um, I have a few starred. So Heather, or not Heather, Rain said, manifestation, believe, intention, follow through, trust. Absolutely.
Yes, definitely.
Heather, stand in your power and believe, most certainly. Hershey asked, should I create a specific offer for the intention altar?
I would say like something green anyway. Put a lot of green in there.
Yeah, for the heart chakra. Good stuff.
And
I like it.
abundance. Mm. Like
Do
not
you like
even
to
having
do
abundance
sound
in anything.
frequency? Oh, my knee.
I do it every day with my when I'm sitting in the power, depending on what I want to work on and what guidance I want. Because every heart center or every energy center and chakra has different frequencies.
Oh,
So
yeah.
depending on what I want to work on that day, I will set the frequency to that.
Right.
And then there's somewhere you could do multiple, like you can just have root chakra, you could just have heart, you could just have crown, you could have any of the others. But then there's some where it does the three together. So it will go from one frequency into another and into another. So you can work on multiple areas at the same time.
Cool. I usually create one for the dark moon, just wondering if there is a bust to receive if an offer is present too. If there's a bust to receive. I don't get that.
Yeah, I can't make that out.
I wonder if there's a bust to receive if an offer is present too. I think I'm missing something, Hershey. There are no limits. Sometimes life gets in the way, but ultimately you're in control of your life. Yes. Green. Okay. I got lots of green. Good. Go for it.
Yeah.
I love green. Actually, do you remember? Oh my God, was that the first year of lockdown? I believe, Saoirse, where I had seen again another first cousin who I've never met before. She lives in the UK. Her husband had posted a picture of beautiful magic wands that he had made when he goes
Oh
out
yeah.
walking. When he goes out walking, he picks up. I've told you the story before, lads. I'm going to tell you again. When he goes out walking, he picks up any bit of wood he finds and he brings home and he turns them into something pretty. He has a wood turning machine, whatever, right? So he made these beautiful magic wands, and I commented and I said, "Oh my God, can I buy one from you?" So he private messaged me and he said, "Oh look," he said, "I just make them for ourselves." He said, "I pick up stuff when I'm out and about, and uh, they're for ourselves. Like I don't sell them." But he said, "I'll make you some." He said, "What kind of wood would you like?" And I was like, "Jesus, I haven't a clue." And he sent me a link. It was like this spiritual website, and it explained every single type of tree you could possibly imagine and the spiritual like connotations to them. And he said, "Look, oak is kind of like the archangel Michael of of wood. You know, he's like the boss man kind
Yeah.
of a thing. You know, an all rounder like." Um, so he recommended that. So I said, "Look, any chance you could put a crystal in it for me?" And he says, "What kind of crystal?" I said, "I don't know, something green." Green came into my head. So he said, "Right, my daughter has loads of crystals. She's into all that kind of stuff as well. Absolutely, I'll put a crystal in there." I said, "Any chance you could do two for me?" I said, "One for my friend Saoirse as well." So I said, "Look, tell me how much. I'll send you over the money." I said, "Make sure you include the postage." And he was having none of it. He made them and he posted them over to me
Oh,
like a week later. And I had the one for me and the one for you. And I was just weak for that beautiful wand, because you know yourself, it's not varnished or anything. It's just natural. But like
yeah.
he shaved off some of the skin just to Oh, it's there. I've showed them to you, lads. You know what it looks like. They're beautiful.
No, that's actually funny you say that because Reno came in the other day, about 3 or 4 days ago, with it because do you remember when we were at the last was it the full moon or new moon meditation we went to? Full moon,
Oh
wasn't it?
God. New moon?
I think it's full moon one. And do you
I
remember
don't
it
know.
was mentioned about hazelnut trees and divination
Yes,
rods?
yes, yes. Yeah.
So myself and Carol about 2 or 3 weeks ago we went on a walk around Fota Island, and as we were walking down, do you know when you got the back of the zoo you can walk around the island
Yeah.
if you go to Fota Gardens? So we went in
Yeah.
down there, and all along the old country road was hazelnut trees.
Oh Jesus.
So myself and Carol got some branches to bring home to make deviation rods,
Yeah.
and there was loads of spare bits of branch and stuff. So Renook wanted to make her own wand out of that. So she came in, and I totally forgot about that wand from your cousin. But she came in
Yeah.
and she was like, this one, how did he get the crystal in here? Because I
Oh.
want to put a crystal in this one and I need to know how to do it. But
Oh.
and then like that now I totally forgotten she gave me that one. So that's funny that it came around in circulation
Yeah.
again in my house this week and then you bring it up.
I love that.
Yeah.
Bye, Rain. Thanks a million for being here. You're the best
Thanks,
girl.
Lorraine.
Aw. Hi, Viviani. What's happening, girl? Viviani is here. So I'm going to scroll up now if I missed anything else. I put up the RWS strength card on my mirror right now. Patience, courage, grace under pressure. Love that.
Oh, love it, yeah.
Oh my God, there's been loads of chat. Mother of Jesus, you're way too fast, lads.
I can't
Oh,
wait to get my laptop charger because I can't see the
I know.
chat until you put it up.
Yeah, yeah. And I can't keep up with them fast enough to actually put every comment up on the screen because they're just. Yes, Frank. So I know Rain had it up there for you, but it's Seer Sha. So Seer as in Seer, and then Sha as in Sha. Seer Sha.
That's how I tell people as well, yeah. The phonics.
Yeah. It's always a help. That's why I call Nat my daughter, because when she was small and she was learning to write, she used to write daughter, Dotter. Do you know I'd get like, do you know how I'm your favorite daughter? Can I have a sleepover in the sitting room? This kind of thing. So I call her my daughter.
Oh.
I have to do a vision board so bad, Care Bear. Do it, Hershey. Do it, girl. It's just all the rest of the chat seems to be people saying hello and goodbye and whatnot. It is super tough, Jackie lol. I do the same. Y'all will have to help me out on mine. I love Saoirse's name. Aww.
Well, thank you.
That was Heather. It is a beautiful
Freedom in
name.
English and liberty in French
Yes.
and Saoirse and Squelga.
I'm laughing so hard, y'all. Someone gifted me a Miss Cleo's tarot deck. I've heard of that one.
Oh
I
yeah,
always
Miss
say,
Cleo sounds familiar.
yeah. I'm afraid to look in case I decide I want it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I always say I'll have to look that one up, and then I'm like, no, Jackie, don't. You have enough.
I have to rein myself back. I think I've only bought, I'd say it was 2 the most this year. I don't think I've bought
What?
more than 2. But see,
Jesus.
what's funny is where I work in a charity shop,
Oh yeah.
so a second-hand shop, and so like you'd be amazed at what people donate. There's been decks, crystals, everything donated, and I can't for the life of me leave them in the shop to be sold for a couple of euro and be disrespected. So then I
Oh
bring them
yeah,
home.
I
And I'm
know.
like, I don't need to buy them. I'm like, that's the universe has found a way to bring them to me.
Yeah. Thanks a million, Heather, for being here. You're the
Thank
best, and thanks
you.
for blocking that nutter and whatnot. 90s psychic infomercials, Miss Cleo, lol. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
look it up. Damn it.
Or what was our version? We had Mystic Meg. Remember?
Oh yes, okay.
Mystic Meg.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm with you. So lads, I think we'll leave it there. We've had an amazing turnout, so thanks everyone for being here. Thanks for all the lovely chat.
Oh, I really enjoyed it. Thank you, everyone. This is going to become a habit.
Yeah. And you see, like that now, I don't want to be doing now I know we hadn't kind of set a date for our next, like, because people were asking us to do a weekly one, and I know we hadn't set a date, like, because we did it Monday, and we didn't say, oh, let's do another one Monday, but like I just had it in my head that I wanted to do manifestation because of the what was it there last week? Oh, the new moon, that was it on the Monday.
Yeah.
So I had it in my head that I wanted to do manifestation anyway, but like I don't want to always, well, you know me anyway from my channel, but I don't want to always be doing readings. I like to talk on different topics and
That's
stuff.
it.
And even,
There's so much. There's
you know,
so much to do and say,
yeah,
and
you
there's so
know,
much out there. Yeah,
yeah,
and like that,
and like,
sometimes you can't plan it. Sometimes the
yeah,
epiphanies do come in because
yeah,
that's the way
true,
spirit works as well.
true, yeah,
So like that, it's just when it does, jump on it.
yeah. Last night when I sent you the text, I basically asked Saoirse, do you want to go live there? And it was about 45 minutes to spare or whatever. And she was like, how about tomorrow night? So I said, yes, let's do it. Give us a chance to advertise it and make sure you were all here and stuff.
Yeah.
Woman, awesome topic, awesome energy, awesome people. Mwah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
TYSM. Oh my God, what is that? These letters I never know. TYSM for doing this. What's that now again? Remind me.
Thank you so much.
So much. Oh, duh. Okay. Sometimes I'm like, oh, fuck it, why did I ask? And
Or
blessing and
that it could
hugs.
be easily mistaken as something else.
Yeah, true. Blessings and hugs all go in peace today. May things manifest in your favor for our favor. You all deserve your dreams to come true. Don't forget that. Okay. Amen.
Thank you, Angela.
Bye everyone, says Frank. Everyone have a great day. Thanks, woman. Thanks a million, peeps. We'll be talking anyway, and we will discuss the next live and when we'll do it, and it'll be well scheduled, and you all know about it and everything. Tropical Empress, Amanda, for God's sake, go to bed, will you? I'm knackered thinking about your 9-hour live.
Well, what
You're
did
mad.
you do for 9 hours? I'm curious.
She was doing readings, readings.
For 9 hours?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was on it this morning when I woke about 5 o'clock. I was there for about an hour. And then I had to leave because my battery was on like 4%. So I plugged it in and I went back for a nap and that. Yeah, and I woke up and Amanda was still alive. And afterwards I looked at 8 hours, 56 minutes and however many seconds. I was like, whoa.
I've done a reading marathon for that and like donated to like fundraising for charity or something if it was only 9 hours. Wow.
Yeah. So that's the story, lads. Thanks a million. She's putting up laughing faces. Yeah, you're a lunatic. Absolute bloody lunatic.
Yeah.
So, guys, thanks. We're going to wrap it up. We're almost on the 1.5 hours. Yeah, it's epic. And we're
see you all again soon. I still have to get used to the camera and like where to put stuff.
Oh, yeah. But when you have your laptop, you'll have a full sideways screen and you'll have loads of room to maneuver.
Oh, hopefully the charger comes Monday.
Yeah, it will. It'll be all right. We get to start it. And then I'll teach you how to use everything.
Yeah.
Bye, so peeps. I am going to finally stream. Bye.